morning. Welcome to Democratic Socialism, Real Change for a Change. The conference is presented to you by the Young Democratic Socialists. Thank you all for coming. Our next speaker, Dr. Cornel needs little introduction. He's one of the most provocative public intellectuals in the United States right now. A professor at Princeton. What more can I say? Ladies and gentlemen, Cornel West. Can you hear me in the back? Yeah. Oh, indeed. Let's forget my screening, my dear brother Eric Rosenberg. Give him a hand for his leadership. I want to thank all of my comrades in Democratic Socialists of America, youth, young brothers and sisters of all colors. Stand up. All members of Democratic Socialists of America, stand up. Young folks, give them a hand. I must say, I'm going to have to come lean in on this thing. That's all right. I just want to make sure each and every one of you get a chance to hear me. I am so very blessed to be here. And I must say, I do have a certain amount of nostalgia, but it is a subversive version of nostalgia. It's not a matter of trying to be sentimental and go back to the old days, but it's very important to acknowledge those who came before they constitute wind at our back. So when I walked in and I set eyes on my dear brother Joseph Schwartz, stand up, brother Joe, stand up, brother Joe. Sitting right next to his wonderful son Michael. Younger generation, give him a hand, give brother Michael a hand. Then I saw some Mosey Wood, just like Joseph Schwartz, distinguished professor. Joseph political theorist, Professor Woodard is a historian. Where is Brother Kamosi? Stand up, brother. Stand up, brother. And I say that because as you all age, time is irreversible. Time is irreversible. You want to be a long distance runner. You don't want to come out of the block sprinting and lo and behold, run out of gas on the second lap and it's really a 9-lap race. You want to be a long distance runner. When I talk about those two brothers, we go back almost 30 years struggling together. Think of dear brother Michael Harrington, who I love so much. Great respect for. It's worthwhile to go back and take a look at his last book, Socialism, Past and Future. He talked about the crisis of capitalism, greed running amok it, increasing wealth inequality, xenophobic movement on the right. That's Michael Harrington, 20 years ago, founder, visionary, leader of Democratic Socialists of America. Give him a hand. Brother Michael Harrington, we love you, brother. Never forget you. Never forget you. Barbara Aaron Reich and Manny Marable and Jerry Hudson and Bob and Dennis. We can go right down the line. Some of you saw a towering public intellectual named Frances Fox Piven last night. Who saw her last night? She's still on fire. That's an example of young brothers. Very, very crucial time indeed. March 1982, when I first joined Democratic Socialists of America, I shall never forget. I met with a towering intellectual named Irving Howe, along with Michael Harrington, James Cone, founder of Black Liberation Theology. He was there. It must have been about 35 of us. We met there and had dialogue for 4 hours, talking about what is the relation between the rule of capital, the vicious legacy of white supremacy and male supremacy, homophobia, and patriarchy. As you can see, we didn't solve the problem. But the dialogue was rich indeed. I want to salute all of the young brothers and sisters of all colors who come to this conference because, as you all know, we live in a very crucial historical moment and we need all of the social motion, social momentum, and possibly social movement we can get. Because our dear brother Barack Obama, he needs help. He needs deep help. He needs pressure. Organized, mobilized pressure. You all know he's leaning too much toward strong. No doubt about that. But last but not least, I do want to mention just the high school. Norman Thomas High School. Norman Thomas High School in Park Avenue. Only in America. But that's not true. You find it in other parts of the world too. We don't want any American exception. But I do want to acknowledge that you all know Norman Thomas was a distinguished graduate of Princeton University class in 1907. We had a year-long struggle to create a small library in his name, which we do now have. He went on to Union Seminary in 1911. He was a Presbyterian minister and recognized that if he was going to be true to what he learned in the best prophetic wing of the church, that he had to become a socialist, became the great socialist of his day, like Eugene Debs. Debs, Norman Thomas, Michael Harrington, us. That's what we're talking about. Now, as you can imagine, I come to learn and I come to listen. Therefore, let's save a lot of good time for dialogue. But I do want to say a few words to try to whet your appetite. Anywhere I go, I like to say something that tries to unsettle and unearth and unhouse people, and that includes young freedom fighters who come to democratic socialism. How you can be pushed, stretch your mind, touch your souls, give both inspiration, but also, I hope, some insight. So for me to be a democratic socialist, not just a racist. Can you hear me in the back still?
No.
I can take it out, though, huh? Will the juice still flow?
It's gone.
Let's see. How's that?
Nope.
How's that? Oh, yeah. Let's move this out of the way.
Yeah.
I'll start talking about democratic socialism. I might start breakdancing that thing. Just don't know. Saturday morning, too. Most importantly, be a young democratic socialist and to be old school democratic socialist like myself means that you have to take very seriously the Socratic imperative of line 38A in Plato's Apology. Unexamined life is not worth living. Critical reflection about yourself, critical reflection about society, critical reflection about the world. And therefore, in a certain sense, you have to take life and mind seriously. You have to take the world of ideas seriously. I hope you all are reading voraciously. How many have read Joseph Stevens' book, Freefall? Oh, don't see too many hands. Don't see too many hands. You read it, though, didn't you? Want to give us a book review? No.
I could. I write them.
You know that in chapter 5 on the Great American Robbery, the looting of the U.S. Treasury, the greed of corporate elites and Wall Street oligarchs and the plutocrats in Washington. He's telling a story. He's not the only one, but just want to read text. Robert Lecoq's book of 1980, Greed is Not Enough, talking about Reaganism. The book can be read today. Read works by Ron Walters, linking the legacy of white supremacy to corporate rule. Why it is in our chocolate slices of our cities, there's levels of unemployment and underemployment that are depression-like, and dilapidated housing and disgraceful school systems and unavailable health care and unavailable child care. Reading, very, very important. Socratic imperative. The unexamined life is not worth living, and yet, Malcolm X had, you always got to bring in Malcolm X. He may not be a democratic socialist in the sense in which you conceive of it. But of course, he was tilting towards socialism at the end. That's what Martin Luther King Jr. planned to do. Ella Baker and others. Why? Not because it was an ism, not because it was an ideology, but because they had a love for poetry. Very important to keep in mind. You can't be a young democratic socialist if you don't have a profound love for folk catching hands, for the weak. And you look at the world through the lens of the weak. I was blessed just 3 days ago to have a wonderful dialogue with the President Abu Jamal. We're going to have a huge conference